What's the deal? Should play up on the Bobby A. Jones. I'm macking in. I'm macking in on y'all, man. And I must say that I have been receiving videos from a few podcasters, vloggers, whatever you call them, from out of Los Angeles. There's a distinction, hear me out, between a cat from South Central and an individual from Watts. As I have explained before and provided clarity in regards to, in Watts, we don't really push LA. The community that we're from, the district that we come from is located in Los Angeles. But if you know the historical events and whatnot, you know that at one point in time, Watts used to be a city of its own. It was an independent city next to Los Angeles, but in the 1920s, they decided to be annexed with Los Angeles and basically was absorbed into the metropolis that'll later become Los Angeles. So individuals from Watts, man, we have a certain sense of pride in being from where we're from, so we push Watts. Watts up. We are trained to survive. We are taught to survive. So I just want to make that distinction, right? Because I'm going somewhere. I have been receiving videos of brothers defending the controversial, inflammatory remark that Lefty Gunplay made in regards to his daughter not being able to intermingle. Well, let me not say intermingle, because intermingle just means us coming together and interacting with one another. So intermingle can essentially be equated to interacting, right? So he restrict his daughter from being able to bring back or bring home a black god, right? To me, that was controversial and inflammatory, right? Because when we come on these platforms and when we click that button and we go live, or we go on these vlogger shows and podcasts and all that, we have to be meticulous in how we organize and formulate our words, because we can say some things that can give life, or it can be a gift or a curse, what you say. Yes, we know how I get cracking in Los Angeles and the division between the blacks and the Hispanics and all this, right? But the younger Hispanics like to say, man, that's the old days, big dog. We don't trip like that no more. You know, your point of view is coming from a point of view and perspective of how it was with our OG homies and our big homies, our G homies, but we're different now. And I tell my people they can't be that much different because they still hold on to racist ideologies. They still subscribe to racism, prejudice, bigotry, so on and so forth. So for those who are not from Los Angeles, Lefty Gunplay is just giving you the honest truth. And that's how it is in LA. But this is the thing. Let's not sugarcoat this shit. They don't fuck with us. They don't like us, but they're looking for a certain level of relevance. They're looking to enter this rap game. But the only way for them to do it is to form these fake relationships with the black populace. I want to read something to y'all, right? I want to read this. And this is from one of my kin folks up out of the Bay Area, man. Man, I got an abundance of love to my folks out there in the Bay. To my people out there in the South, homie, that come on in and say LA Cats is this and LA Dudes is this, and LA Dudes be getting beat up and chastised by the Mexicans out there. LA Dudes ain't big and bad. LA Dudes ain't what they used to be. LA Dudes is ran by the Southerners. I see where you coming from now. But we're gonna get into the video footage. I just want to read this from my kin folks in the Bay. And this was left like 2 or 3 days ago on a post that a video that I did. Yay, this show people checking in from the Bay, man. Brody, my only knock on the LA brothers is y'all see this shit y'all up against and y'all still set trip with each other. Bruh, y'all gotta match their energy on all levels. That shit is despicable. I hope this video goes viral that you did, and all the brothers across the globe see what these dudes are about. I'm totally agreeing with your video, but bruh, my brothers out there got to wise up and keep that shit on the level they want it on. No features, no videos. And I hate to say, Wack 100 was sincerely right about not signing one of them. Now let's get into the content from a fellow content creator. One of my G homies knew I was going with this, right? So he respectfully asked me to be mindful of the things that I say when I use certain adjectives to describe and define some of these cats that's making content defending this cat Lefty Gunplay. Gunplay. We always go through this. We always go through this. These Solanios can come on here, say some controversial shit, right? And then what we do as a people, what a lot of these cats do, they come on here and they defend the negative energy that they putting out. Come on, homie, at some point to stop myself in my tracks, homie, because I was going to start getting disrespect. This is what I'm going to say, right? My homies have been interacting with a lot of different cars in Los Angeles. Just trying to build better relationships with different sets and whatnot. If you know, you know. And I'm going to say this. I'm not asking my homies to stand by me in regards to this. But if one of these podcasters come to the set, right? And I don't like their content because it degrades our people and it's an inadequate representation of our people. On Eastside PJ Wash Crip, I'm gonna give a brother an option to get up out my set, or I'm doing my stuff. And that's word is bond. This ain't no clout chasing. This ain't no, popping it for YouTube views and all that, man. That's on, listen, homie, that's on everything I consider dear in my life. These cats that go against our race, but these same cats go at other brothers with no mercy. They go at the brothers viciously. But then they come on here and they define the people who saying, we don't like y'all. We don't fuck with y'all. I would never let my daughter fuck with one of y'all. That's degrading for my daughter to even take an interest in a black guy. But y'all come on here and y'all want to talk about other blacks. Is y'all indoctrinations, is y'all programming and conditioning, and y'all set that deep to the point to where you'd be willing to go to war with other blacks, but you don't want to hold other people's accountable? I was gonna call Cat something, but I'm gonna be mindful of what my G homie said. But I'm standing on principles in regards to this. One of these games happened against another car, right? If it's in a section, I'm not gonna go, because y'all have the right to invite whoever y'all want to invite to y'all games in y'all section, in y'all neck of the woods with y'all car. But if you're a guest in Imperial Courts, PJ Wash Crips, and a certain or certain individuals who make content that's degrading towards other blacks, if they're in attendance, word is bond, it's gonna be an issue. And that's coming from me. That ain't coming from the PJs. That's coming from Bobby Yeye Jones. That's on my mama. It's gonna be an issue. Because we can't stand by and continue to allow you cats to use your voice to make LA look bad, to make this look bad. You dudes is putting your rag before y'all race, and this shit is asinine, homie. It's offensive. It's hurtful, homie. To sit back and watch you guys try to philosophize, be philosophical, but you praise these people, but you degrade and demean your people. That's asinine, homie. A house divided cannot stand. And it's cats like these cats that make it hard for us to advance as a people. 100. Let's get into the content.
Out there, if you're a real father, I salute you, because family first, kids matter. You know what I'm saying? We done lived ours. Let the kids live theirs now. It's our job to pay the way for them. But I wanted to speak on Lefty Gunplay. He ain't said nothing wrong. He entitled to his own opinion. If that's how he feel, that's how he feel. You know what I'm saying? Let that go. Because when we speak on stuff like that, that draws negative energy other places. And that creates negative energy. Because soon as somebody say something.
What I ascertained from his statement when he says that create negative energy elsewhere, that create negative energy in other places and whatnot, I believe he's dancing around the topic of just blatantly just come out and saying that that can create some racial tension. But the racial tension already exists. It's already there. How? Watch this. So if I put on some big black boots, steel toe boots, brother, and I talk like this, and I told you who I don't like and who I love, dude, and I talk like this every day, and I went and bought me some red suspenders, and I got me some black jeans, and I want to shave my head bald, brother, and I talked in this mannerism, dude, and I wanted to be a white supremacist, brother. If I wanted to be a goddamn supremacist, dude, and I talk like this, right? And I was emulating and I was replicating and I was imitating the lifestyle of those who are racist and those who don't like blacks and tried to subjugate blacks, dude. If I spoke like this, dude, and I believe that white power is the right power, dude, the right complexion for the right connection is to be white, brother. If I talked in this mannerism and I listened to death metal and I rocked out and I jammed out to that death metal, brother, and then I come on here and say, hey, yeah, even though I'm like this and I'm emulated the culture of a white supremacist, I would never let my daughter date a white man. How would that look? How would that sound, homie? Think about that. These individuals is coming into our culture, replicating our culture, doing everything that they see us do, mirroring everything that we do is damn near identical. And then they come and say, with aggression, animosity, I would never let my daughter, you feel what I'm saying? When you're in a certain position, homie, and you're a public figure, you have to be meticulous. You have to be mindful and intentional with your words. What he should have did if I was in that situation, hey, man, it's a lot of racial tension in Los Angeles, and I don't want to add fuel to the fire. So I don't even touch upon that subject. But what we can talk about is, boop, you spin. They call that's called equivocating. Instead of me answer it, I'm going to equivocate. I'm going to parry, and I'm going to direct the conversation to something else that won't create this level of controversy. But let's get back to what this brother's talking about. Lefty didn't say nothing wrong, but what he said is the actuality of reality. When you're a Soreño, when you're a Southern California Mexican, they don't like blacks. And that's basically what he said. When he said that with aggression and like, fuck no, fool, I would never let my daughter, I'd be like, what the fuck? Huh? What? So he ain't said nothing wrong. He's just giving you the representation. He's a representative of that culture that doesn't like blacks, but they want to be black. So you want to be black, you act in the mannerism of a black, but you wouldn't allow your daughter to date the real thing. That's mind-boggling. Let's get back to Kim folks right here.
Dumb. Then we get mad. You feel what I'm saying? Let that go. He entitled to his own opinion. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. You feel what I'm saying? I grew up with essays. Some of my day ones is Bethu, Lalu, Jorge. You know what I'm saying? The homie Smiley, the homie Lefty, rest of the SIP, nigga. Smiley SIP. You feel what I'm saying? And then off the east side, that's all it is, blacks and Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? So we know he just talking. He got his own issues. You see somebody called him for a podcast and then was about to punch him out. The big Serrano dude. He didn't want to catch that. He just was. So y'all know what he is. He all talk. Let that go, dude. Just clickbaiting. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to stay relevant.
Okay.
Because of his temperature cooling. It's summertime. He getting real cool out there. You know what I'm saying? So he got to keep his name going. That's why they say dumb stuff like that. But let that go. Let's talk about Buster Wack. Buster Wack, why you ain't responded to Mob yet? We ain't
No,
letting this go.
no,
I'm gonna
no,
post that
no.
video every
Fuck
day.
that. We is gonna let
Somewhere,
that
because
go.
the people
OG, I
want to
was
know
vibing with you
what you
until you
got
took
to
it
say
from
about Mob.
addressing Lefty Gunplay, a non-black. You know, I don't like blacks, and you took it, and now you're demeaning, degrading, and challenging another brother. You should have did that in a separate show. What you were saying, I was following, and it was spot on, and I'm feeling your perspective in regards to this sensitive topic, right? But when you went to Wack, man, that just lost me. That's what my kin folks from the Bay just said. That's what these people who are non-California residents say, that we continue to degrade this. We continue to undermine one another. We continue to attack each other. We continue to go after one another. But when it's other people, we gonna parry that. We gonna avoid that one. We don't. I don't want to get into that. The Sedanios too tough. They this, they that, or whatever the case may be. That makes us look bad, homie. We got a real issue. Individuals stealing and hijacking our culture and coming saying that, no, homie, your kids is unbefitting to be in a relationship with anything that I'm familiar with, anything that I love, anything that I push. We're not having it. To do that, kin folks, that's treasonous. You can say that about Lefty Gunplay. You should be able to say the same thing about Wack, because a lot of the things that you associated with Lefty Gunplay can also be things that you associate with Wack. Wack just talking. Wack don't mean no harm. Wack got to stay relevant. Wack this, Wack that. See, the thing is, man, we can tune Wack out because we already know what Wack is on, and this ain't a shot at Wack. But a lot of you cats build your platforms off of Wack 100, hate for another black man. It can only go for so long that I give you my attention, and it's no violence on your behalf. It's no aggressive stances, or it's no aggression that you try to perpetrate towards me before I say, man, I ain't on that. Man, I ain't worried about Wack. Wack just talking. Wack creating a circus. Wack is doing this. Wack is doing that. Man, I ain't tripping off that, brother. But nah, they ain't gonna give that type of understanding and intelligence to another black man. We gonna tear him down immediately. Let's get into the next video, man. This video is going to really challenge my patience and my professionalism. Just letting you know, this one is going to be more challenging for me as an individual, as a Crip, as a man, as a father, as a black man, because I don't want to use the wrong adjective to describe my point of view of this cat right here, but I feel like he's intellectually deficient. I feel like this brother right here is intellectually deficient, and I feel that the Los Angeles gang culture of fratricidal relationships and interactions have clouded this brother's ability to see past his respective hood and gangbang and South Central gangbang mentality. So let's get into it. And I'm gonna try my best not to, this one is gonna be a challenge.
But tell y'all this one time, and one time only. Great teamwork and consistency. And I learned that to do to the black.
Cox Mobile's hot summer deal.
And they want ODM to react. Lefty, man, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I did a thing on Lefty, Paul. I think couple of months, a month or two ago, and like he was one of the hardest essay rappers he believed in, and I'm like, yeah, he hard, but you know what I'm saying? He hard. He goes out of that style of being the typical, you know what I'm saying, essay rapper. You know, so but I've been running to a lot of essay rappers since I said what I said. They've been, you know what I'm saying, for sure, Drummer Boy and them. I was like my boys and stuff, but yeah, Lefty has something to say about something that somebody told me what he said, and when they said it, it struck me. But I want to hear how he said it, because the way he said it a certain way, then I got an issue with it. But the way they said it, I kind of was like,
hey, listen, the way that he just presented that, right, and gave that to us was as if he didn't see the video. But it gets to the point when he's watching the video and he damn near quotes what Lefty is saying. So it's either you didn't watch the video or you did watch the video. And if you didn't watch the video, how do you pretty much quote the dialogue of Lefty? Like, let's stop corn popping, man. Let's be 100. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, fakeism on any type of level is offensive to me, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you either seen the video or you didn't. Don't try to make it seem like this is you just now watching a video and it's a point in your video to where you damn near quote this dude, man. Like this, some of these dudes is, man, homie.
okay, let's get into it.
Man, LA, dog, if you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. LA's racist. It's crazy, dog. Like, race is a big thing. Like honestly, me, myself, personally.
Look at Lefty haircut. Haircuts with designs and all that, where that come from? The same culture that this dude is trying to hijack, imitate, replicate, and emulate, but you feel like blacks is beneath you and unworthy to, be in a relationship with your daughter. And he's admitting off back, LA is racist. Who's racist in LA? Because the blacks aren't racist. But we standing on principles. We ain't about to let y'all continue to attack innocent women and children, murdering children, unaliving children, innocent children. Unaliving innocent black folks that don't gang bang, don't associate with no gang, with no gangs and none of that. And y'all target them and y'all victimize them. Lefty Gunplay is from Baldwin Park, San Gabriel Valley. Do you know the ratio of blacks out there? It's not very many blacks out there. So how do you have this deep hatred for blacks and there's no blacks out there where you from? That shows that the ideologies that this brother subscribed to is rooted in hatred towards blacks. I see why cats say the shit that they say about LA, because of certain cats that get on here, and that's an inadequate representation of what we about in LA, homie. Some of these dudes need to shut the fuck up and stop speaking on race relationships and politics if you ain't got the balls to speak the truth about it and address the shit the way it needs to be addressed. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not gonna come home or I'm not gonna let my daughter come home with a black dude. I'm gonna be like, what the you know what I'm saying? And that's just the way it is out here for my people.
Hold on.
And like, I'm sure if a black girl came home and with a straight essay dude, they're gonna be like, what the
All right. So they send me straight to the point. I like that. My people send me straight to the point. It's straight to the point. I thought he was going to be saying it later on into the thing. Okay, listen.
Fake shit.
He's 100% right, bro. We're not going to pretend like Granny didn't say or Mama didn't say, you bring the ones that look like me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
fuck, man, I'm trying my best to stay professional, right? And not say what I really want to say, because what I really want to say can be rooted in conflict. And one thing I'm not about to do, man, I'm not about to play these internet games like how these other cats be playing these old buster ass internet games. Cause coming from where I come from, mama ain't never said you better not bring home no Mexican. They have, I can't lie. I gotta keep, listen, homie. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you because I fuck with you, right? Mama said, don't bring no white women to my house. Grandmama said, don't bring no white women to my house. Mama and grandmama and auntie encouraged us to go out and procreate with Mexicans because they say, bring home some pretty babies. Bring on some of them light-skinned babies with that good hair. Oh, you better go get you one of the Mexican girls and bring me home some of them mixed grandbabies with the good hair. That's what they were saying. I ain't never heard no grandma, no mama in Los Angeles outside of this brother's narrative and what he's saying his family said, but the majority of the time in Los Angeles, they encourage their sons to go out and have sex with Mexican females and bring home these mulatto babies, these half-breed babies. And this is the truth. This is where it is bond, homie. And it goes back to that Willie Lynch theory to where we think that lighter complexion is a righter complexion. This is all through the Black community. And I believe it's the same thing down south. And it may be the same thing on the East Coast to where they're encouraging inner minority procreation to create these babies that comes with this silky hair. I'm not going to say good hair, but this silky hair, this less coarse hair with a lighter complexion. That's been encouraged in Los Angeles, homie, since we migrated out here. So you can't say that, homie. Well, you can say that. I can't tell you what you can't say when it's your personal perspective and your personal experience, but don't create a blanket generalization for all of us. That ain't the truth. Because grandmama and auntie and mama said, don't bring no white women in my house. I don't trust them. They snakes, they devious. You can't do this with them. You can't do that with them. Don't bring no white woman in my house. And they encourage us to go out there with the Latinas and procreate with them. But let's get back into this.
That's where we come from. See, I'm a West Side nigga. So in the West Side, it's kind of different. It's kind of different. You know what I'm saying? We got people we deal with different things, you know what I'm saying? Because but a lot of things on the East Side, it's kind of different where it's a lot of more racial. On the West Side, it's like the 18s, the Blackstones, 18s in the Bloods, really. But then on the East Side, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of more deeper. You got different gangs that beef for different gangs, you know what I'm saying? But you got like the grapes and the Barrio grapes, so it's kind of different, right?
What this dude just said didn't make no motherfucking sense. What he just said was dumb as fuck. On the East Side, it's more racial. It's this, that, and third. How is it more racial on the East Side and you got Mexican hoods and Black hoods that share the same hood/barrio? In Watts, you got the Hacienda Village Boys, as I've said before, you got the Hacienda Village Bloods. In Watts, you got the Southside Watts Barrio Grapes, and you got the Gray Street Watts Crips. You got the East Side 10 lines, you got the South Side 10 lines, you got the East Side Nut Hoods, you got the South Side Nut Hoods. You got the East Side 7th Street Watts Crip, then you got Compton Barrio 117th Street. So it's like, what the fuck is you talking about? If anything, things is a little bit more uniformed and cordial with the Hispanics on the East Side than it is on the West Side. You got Florence, he had that beef with certain Black hoods over there. You got the racial shit that's going on in Inglewood. Do you see these cats, man? They get on here and they don't really know their history and they just be philosophizing and theorizing and don't have no substance to the shit that they talking about. You forget about the racial riots that was had over there in Inglewood because the Soranios got to the point to where they feel like they didn't like Blacks and they started trying to press Blacks, and the brothers out there in Inglewood said, man, hell no, we pressing back. The 18th Streets be trying to politic on certain Black hoods and whatnot too. So let's not make it seem like it's not existent or it's non-existent on the West Side. The same shit that's cracking on the East Side is the same shit that's cracking on the West Side, homie. And I don't want to get into this East Side, West Side, East Side versus West Side comparison and all that type of shit, because we all this and we all should be pushing this as. Let me get back to the video, cuz.
He's from Baldwin Park. Baldwin Park. SGV. Right? Baldwin Park is a city like probably I say 80% dominant Hispanic.
Predominant. So if he's from a city that's 85% predominantly Hispanic, then why do you hate Blacks? Where does the hatred for Blacks originate from if you're in a city that don't really have Blacks? Why do you hate Blacks? Why do you feel so adamant about your rejection of Blacks, but your acceptance and your replication of the Black culture?
It's like going to East LA. you'll get the same type of response. Like, I'm from the gutter. I'm from South Central. All my baby mom, I got 6 baby mamas. They all black. All of them. All of them. You know what I'm saying? And not just because that's what I was taught as a kid. This is what you want. This is what you got to have. Something like me. It's not. Are y'all sick of Lefty is a rapper? He should want black women because he rap. We got Capone and all these other rappers, Bozo and all that. We're not saying they got to have a black woman. Right? Come on, man. Let's be real. Let's be real. So just because he's a rapper and it's considered the culture, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop is like a part of black culture and all.
Man, this ain't got shit to do with him being a rapper, man. What the fuck is you talking about? Stop, take a break and ask yourself, bro, what the fuck is you talking about right now? Nobody said because he's a rapper that he has to have a black female or whatnot. But being that he's a rapper and he's emulating, replicating, and submerging himself in a culture of blacks, how could you come into our culture and have this deep hatred for us? That's the point. Whoever he date, that's his business. Whoever his daughter date, that's her business. But we're talking about the hatred. We're talking about the underlying issue. The underlying issue is he doesn't like blacks. And he tell you why he doesn't like black because of the politics that's in Southern California. His people told him to be biased towards blacks, and he's biased towards blacks. But what the fuck is you talking about? Bro, you on some whole other shit.
All this that he has to like black women? Or he got to want his daughter, or because first of all, I want my daughter to come to with something like me, stand up God, something like me. That's real talk. Now, my daughter bring in a Hispanic, I will be like, what the heck? What the heck? Is this what you see me as? You see me and him like the same? You know? So I understand where he's coming from. Mindset. I understand where he's coming from. I'm from LA. A lot of people that from LA, yeah, they might say, oh, this sound crazy. Oh, it's crazy, bro. And then, yeah, of course. But I'm going to keep it 1,000. This is the norm.
This ain't the fucking norm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, you got probably here and there where you have, and it's all right, cool. But a lot of times that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? They got some that grow up in a black neighborhood, that business and that, all right, cool. But he grew up in a dominantly Hispanic neighborhood. All Hispanics.
So how the fuck do we dislike black?
Everything around them is Hispanic. So even the sprinkle of black females over there, they grew up with Hispanics. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You know what I'm saying? In LA, it's like that. You know what I'm saying? For me to go and have a baby with a black girl, and and I've never been with a black girl, but I've flirted with black girls, and shout out to the black, there's some beautiful black girls, but it's different. And just
100%. That's not disrespect. Nigga telling shout out and all that, but it's just different because I was raised this way. I was raised to be attracted to Hispanics. Straight up. The way they bodies built, the way they have their chest. Like me, I'm addicted to the backside. You know why? Because a lot of black women have backsides. On some real shit. Let's keep it real, bro. We got to keep it real and authentic. We can't just try to go with the flow. Oh, dog, because you know what I'm saying? That's how I was raised. So a lot of people that was raised in like big chests, you know what I'm saying? They like Hispanic women, but they grew up in San Pedro and where a lot of Hispanics is at.
What the fuck is wrong with this nigga?
But y'all gotta understand me, man.
If we keeping it 1,000, like Cuz just referenced and said, if we keep it at 1,000, let's keep it 1,000. So the Indios don't like blacks. Bottom line. And if you don't like blacks and you hate us, then why are you replicating our culture? Bottom fucking line. What the fuck is this nigga talking about? You creating this convoluted narrative to where I'm fucking lost. I'm perplexed. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? The truth of the matter is, Los Angeles, right? Los Angeles County, Southern California is racist as a motherfucker. Racist as a motherfucker. The racism doesn't come from blacks. We're on the defense with a lot of these racial attacks. Lefty Gunplay just went on a podcast and basically told that I don't fuck with blacks. I don't fuck with blacks. And the reason why I don't fuck with blacks, because in Los Angeles County, it's like that. So what the fuck is you talking about? If we getting down to the nitty gritty, right? And we breaking this shit down to the lowest common denominator, they don't fuck with us. They don't like us. If you don't fuck with us and you don't like us and you don't want your kids to procreate with us, then why the fuck are you replicating the culture? Why the fuck are you in the culture? This shit that this nigga talking about, he's bloviating. He's just talking, just like, where's the substance to what you're talking about? You're here, you're there, you're everywhere with the point that you're trying to prove, but you're pointless in regards to this matter. Like, what the fuck is you talking about, cuz?
Lane makes you like that, and you can't sugarcoat it and beat around the bush. I don't say the N-word in none of my songs.
Right.
You will never find a Lefty Gunplay song where I'm saying the N-word.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Munchie B and Mariah and them in their podcast, man, on Street TV.
Now listen, this man's telling you, yes, I rap, but I don't use the N-word. I don't disrespect your culture. I don't disrespect y'all.
But if LA County influenced them to be racist, then why the fuck are they rapping, bro? If they don't like us and they hate us, then why the fuck are they rapping? Rap, hip-hop culture was created by us, blacks. You don't see me replicating and imitating Nazi lowrider culture or the KKK culture or, you know what I mean, the Aryan culture that's rooted in racism towards us. I'm not replicating that culture. I'm not coming on this. I'm not coming on here with my hair flat iron and you know, looking a certain type of way and with swastikas on me and, you know what I mean, dressing in a manner that a lot of racist whites dress. I'm not coming on here like with my Ben Davis on, dog, and talking like this, like, yeah, what's up, dog? Hey, Sadio, fool, hey, listen, dog. Hey, that's my Carana, dog. And when we get back through the barrio, homie, and we hit the guys, dog, hey, Sadio, hey, fool, hey, it's going down, homie. I'm not coming on here talking like that. I'm not coming on here playing mariachi music and singing corridos and all that. And I don't dislike Mexicans. Let me put that out there, but that's not my culture. So why would I gravitate towards that culture and I have my own culture? Why are they gravitating towards our culture and they have this disdain, this resentment, and this hate for us? That's the principle of everything. That's the foundation. If your people and you're a reflection of them and you're a representative of them and you subscribe to their politics, their protocols, and their procedures, and it's rooted in bigotry, prejudice, and racism towards blacks, then why are you replicating and imitating and represent our culture if y'all don't fuck with us? That's the whole point. The shit that this nigga talking about, man, he's bloviate and he's just saying some dumb shit, bro. Shout out to all my rolling homies, man, that's on the west side. Shout out to all the neighborhoods that's rooted in this realness, homie. Up off that west side, up off the east side, all the neighborhood, homie. All the old cars, homie, that be pushing how we supposed to push. Check this out. Quick story. In the California Youth Authority, homie, I had an option to become a mad-ass Crip or UBG, a United Black Guerrilla, right? I say, why would I put my rag, Crippin', my organization before my race? And we got beautiful brothers from up north, the Bay Area, Stockton, Sacramento, that's with the movement, with the business. Why would I be in opposition to that, homie? If we can get this right, and then we can start moving into other plateaus or environments to where now we can have dialogue as a unified people with other individuals who oppose us, then why would I not seize that opportunity? So it goes without saying, I became a United Black Guerrilla in the California Youth Authority. And one of the top dogs, I'm not going to say cuz name because I don't have the authorization to put this brother out there, but I will say he's out the rolling card. He's a rolling O, and he's from Harlem, and I love cuz on PJ Crip, a solid leader, homie. And you very seldomly get this from me, but this cat was a solid leader for our people. My nigga from 30s, man. I don't have the authorization to say his name, but he was like the head UBG, homie, United Black Guerrilla. And we wasn't putting Crippin' and we wasn't putting our rag before our race. We was moving on those who was moving on our people, homie. If we gonna get to the truth of the matter, majority of them don't fuck with us, and the ones that fuck with us, they turn on us when they get the word to turn on us. So what the fuck are you talking about? And it's supposed to be a dude who's a representative and a leader from his set talking like this in regards to them. I see why motherfuckers don't fuck with LA and they think we weak because of these weak ass niggas to get on the internet and start talking this weak ass shit. But these weird ass niggas is quick to go after another black. You niggas is whack. You niggas is boo-boo as fuck on my mama. What the fuck is wrong with these niggas, cuz? We be so quick to kill each other, victimize and target each other. But when it comes to other races, you bitch. God forgive me. Forgive me, cuz. It's just I'm passionate about my people, cuz. And we keep underachieving. We at the bottom of the totem pole, and individuals who got a voice, they can't even properly use their voice. But when it comes to tearing down another black man, these niggas is quick to do that. I don't got no problem with Wack. I don't got no problem with 600. I don't got a problem with none of these dudes, homie. But what I do have a problem with is those who are trying to subjugate us, those who are trying to relegate us to an inferior position in life. I have a problem with them, homie. Those are killing innocent black women and innocent black babies. I have a problem with them, homie. Not all Mexicans is bad people. But some of these Sureños, 80% of them, they don't like us, homie. And if you get caught in a video and they can man down you, they gonna man down you, homie. So what the fuck is we talking about? If you want to talk about the actuality, reality, and the realness, nigga don't get no realer than this. You niggas be so quick to kill y'all own, but then y'all want to praise others. It's niggas like these cats. It's dudes like these cats, homie. When it's about to go down or a person got it on their mind to get cracking, they drop a kite on them. I done been in these situations, homie. I was in the county jail with Baby Huey from Westside Hoover, Westside Verse, homie. And he was making political moves on certain people and other people's ain't like it, so they dropped the kite on him, homie. I'll give you that story another day. These niggas be so obsessed with being Crip and being blood that we can't even be black men. We can't change the dynamics of our community because we so disenfranchised and we so divided. And then some of these cats get voices and they misuse the voices. If you're gonna misuse, all right, cuz, forgive me, cuz. Love my people, homie.
Or nothing. What is this man wrong at, bro? Because he wanted his daughter to have a Hispanic man like himself? Come on, man. Come on, people. Let's be real. Let's be real now. We just, come on, man. He ain't saying nothing wrong.
Check this out, cuz. If cuz wasn't emulating, replicating, and imitating our culture, no, he ain't said nothing wrong. But when you get on here and you got the swagger of a black man, you imitating the lifestyle of a black man, the culture of a black man, but you don't want your daughter to be in an intimate relationship with the same people that you emulating, replicating, and imitating, homie, that's crazy. Even Eminem, the one that some of y'all call the best rapper alive, when he embraced the black culture, even he dibbled and dabbled with black women. Your preference is your preference, but let's not get on here and say certain things that can become inflammatory. Whoever, when my daughter get up the appropriate age to date, right? Whoever she dates, that's who she date. Long as she know that he got to treat you like you mean something. He got to remind you that you're special. He got to provide for you. He got to protect you, and he got to be a great leader. He got to have flawless leadership skills, and never, under any circumstances, is he to put his hands on you. I can't tell my daughter who to date. That's her preference. But when I be talking about the indoctrination that the Hispanic culture give to their children, their offspring, the conditioning is rooted in anti-blackness. How could you be anti-black, right? But you embracing and trying to make $1 million off of the culture. That's asinine. That's crazy. That's mind-boggling to me. You date who you want to date. Whatever's your dating preference, that's your preference. But I can't control who my daughter decides to date when she get the appropriate age to date. Long as he's a quality man. Long as he's a man that's going to bring you happiness, bring you joy, can teach you things, can provide for you, can protect you, and make you feel like the princess or the queen that you are. I don't give a fuck who you date. Long as he makes you happy. That's it. That's all. See, that's how open and loving and welcoming us as a people that we are. But other races, homie, they indoctrinate they kids coming out of the womb, homie. Maybe we need to start replicating the type of the racial relationships that these other individuals, practice. Maybe we need to become more like them. Maybe we should become more racially orientated. Maybe that's what we need. The fact that we so welcoming, understanding, and embracing of other races, homie, that's to our detriment. Other races, they standing on what y'all call business. They tell their daughters and their son, chales, homie, no blacks, no negros, no morenos here, no.
This ain't wrong, bro. Straight up, this ain't wrong.
I was watching it earlier 4 hours ago. They're like, man, we appreciate Lefty not saying that. Does it slip out sometimes with the homies? Yeah, because the homies talk like that all day.
Wait, nah, homie. You say that you don't say the N-word in your music and all that, but when you with your homies, you use the you use the N-word. And it's like white people. You know how we say whites never say the N-word with the ER in front of us, but when they're with one another, they use it all night, all day to describe African Americans. So you say it when you with your people, but you don't say it in your music, but you do say it. Come on, homie. If you against it, you against it. If you against it, you should never utilize that word under any circumstances, situations, or conditions. Should you use the N-word if you're not in support of it? Why you get around your homies and use the N-word, but you don't put it in your music? That's being fake. That's what a lot of white folks do. They don't call us that, or they don't utilize the word when they're around us, right? But when they're with their people, oh man, it's big N-I-G-G-E-R all night, all day. And that's the vibes that I'm getting from this cat.
But does it spit it out? Yeah, because I'm an essay. I'm a Mexican. I don't talk like that. And LA, you're not going to sell up with a black. You know what I'm saying? A black's not going to sell up with a Mexican.
100.
Shout out to the blacks, because some of my most best friends have been blacks. But just the way that LA County jail me.
He talking to politics.
See, what that is I'm not racist. I have black friends. Now he's getting to the politics. The politics is rooted in racism towards blacks. So essentially, for those who have a certain advanced level of comprehension, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, basically he's telling you that due to the politics, we don't fuck with blacks. And this dude is so excited. Oh yeah, Lefty. Like, man, chill, Bobby. Hey, let me chill, man. Because the shit that I really want to say can really start some shit, cuz on PJ Watt's script.
Politics now. This the thing, yes. Like I said, bro, I got a road dog. My best friend nigga from Florence. Speedy, A5. That's my boy. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? My nigga Speedy Gonzalez, man. Gonzalez know what you're talking about, man. Listen. Bro, that's my boy. I was raised with him.
Okay.
But when we go to jail, bro, I have a side that I'm on. He have a side he's on, bro. Straight up.
And that's what I be talking about. When I say the 20% of Sureños who do really fuck with blacks, when they get the call and they get the order, they gonna change on you. If you my partner, homie, it ain't nothing in this life that can separate us. If you my partner, if you my boy, and we come from the sandbox, it shouldn't be nothing. No politics, no procedure, no none of that. Because if you my partner, that mean that it's ride or die, homie. That mean that it's us. We locked in. So that really can't be your partner if you get into a certain atmosphere and environment and he switch on you. Like, come on, man, what the fuck is we talking about? Their politics, their protocol, their procedure, their structure is rooted in anti-blackness. What don't you see or understand about that? If I grew up with a Hispanic, right, and it's my partner, like my best friend, you best believe he PJ Watt's crib, word is bond, and that's just is what it is. We got a lot of Hispanic, Mexican homies from my hood, and we love them the same as we love the black homies. It ain't no racism. We don't see no color line. We don't see that they Mexican. We see that they part of the hood. This my little cousin. This my little Brody. This little bros. This my partner. We don't see that shit, homie. But what this dude is talking like, man, man. A lot of dudes is intellectually deficit. They're not intellectually inclined. So they're really not in a position to really address interminority racism, actual events that's relevant in the Black community because all they see is their respective hoods and their respective blocks. In order to be in a position to tackle or address these type of issues, homie, you have to be a out of the box thinker. And a lot of the individuals who are on these streaming platforms from Los Angeles County, they're not equipped with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to adequately represent or speak upon these topics. And that's what I'm gonna say, homie.
That's how it is. Straight up. We'd have been
if that's how it is, then why the fuck is they representing our culture? If the racism is a big thing in Los Angeles and their politics is rooted in anti-blackness and segregation from blacks, then why are they representing our culture, bro?
And in the halls and stuff like that, nigga, and had a big jump off, and then talked about that story. But why you was whooping homies out like that for? Why you do that? Like, man, y'all know, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, it is what it is. Straight up. That don't take from our friendship, but it's politics plat. We decided to do this banging stuff. So that's where the politics come in at. That's real talk. This is real life stuff. This is LA. Y'all want the sugar.
Keep talking about. That ain't where the politics come in. That I shared a video to where it shows that the Soranios was jealous of the blacks because the blacks had what they called the crack. The blacks was getting the money. So they came together and said, hey, homies, y'all have to minimize, unaliving one another. And we have to go after the blacks because the blacks is almost monopolizing the drug trade. That's where it all stems from, jealousy, homie. This hatred, this anti-blackness is rooted in jealousy in black individuals getting to the bag in the late 80s and the early 90s. That's what all this is about, homie. It was an interview that was either on Street Gang TV or Kev Mac Video. I believe it was an older cat from 6'5" Menlo, and he was talking about how they was real cool with the Florences, right? And he said one of his partners went down there and got on Florence, and he was like, shit, I was thinking about getting put on Florence too. But I'm like, no, man, I ain't about to be from Florence. So we had a good relationship with these cats. But coming out of the 80s, going into the early 90s, they switched on us and they made the decision to be anti-black. And the reason why they made that decision is because they wanted to take the bag from the black folks. I'm gonna do another one. And I'm gonna show you the video that explains the origin of Sordanio gang politics becoming more rooted in white supremacy and anti-blackness. I'm gonna share the video again. Not right now, though. But hold on. Let me get back into this, cuz.
Cool stuff. Y'all want to see the bull crap people on YouTube, the 600 stuff. He's talking real life stuff. You ain't gonna sell it with no Mexican. This ain't no other out of state. I don't know if they do it out of state, but in LA you can't sell it with no Mexican.
You basically admit to the racism. You admit you're listen, homie. You're supporting and basically admit that you admit to the racial elements. But check this out. Check this out, Haiti. If those racial elements exist and their politics is rooted in anti-blackness, then why is Cuz rapping, Haiti? Why is he rapping? Why is he imitating, emulating, and replicating the culture of the people that they don't like? ODM Slim, Cuz, slow it down and just think about this shit, Cuz. It's deeper than just him not wanting his daughter to date a black man. ODM Slim, why doesn't he want his daughter to date a black man? Yes, it's their preference and it's their prerogative, ODM Slim, cuz. But this is the thing. The reason why he don't want his daughter to date a black person is because their politics, their indoctrination is rooted in anti-blackness, homie. They hate us. The only time they socialize and fuck with us is when it's to their benefit, kin folks. Let's slow it down and let's rationalize all this shit, cuz. Let's make sense of it. The reason why he don't want his daughter to date a black guy is because they hate us, Haiti. They don't fuck with us. And you admit to that. You admit to the racial components and elements that's present and prevalent in Los Angeles County, my nigga. You know what it is. But it is what it is, cuz, on crib.
It's not possible. Nigga, let you PC. That's what he telling you. Nigga, I'm a mainline pressure. Solid person. And this was happening. Niggas mad? Get glad. There's some real people speaking real things.
It makes you racist.
Oh, so who is the real people that's speaking of real things? Is it you that you're referencing, or is it him? Which one of y'all is the real people speaking of real shit? Because I ain't heard no profound shit from neither one of y'all. And it's just this is just the truth. We all know what it is with Sureños and how they hate blacks. And what I'm saying is this: if you don't like us and you don't fuck with us, why are you replicating, imitating, and emulating our culture? I know why. The highest form of admiration is emulation, replication, imitation. Individuals hate us so much that they want to be us. And we don't understand that because we so divided on this Crip and blood shit, man. Like, come on, bro. Let's see through the smoke screen. Let's call a ball, strike a strike, and address what's really going on, Ken folks, because this is the only way that us as black men can come to the table, get on one accord, and start changing the conditions of living for our people.
Because you're just with your people, you're either Sureño or you're Crip or blood. You know what I'm saying? Or there's no whites in there really. It's Sureño, Crip or blood.
And we at war. It don't be like even racist itself, though, bro. Racist itself, it'd be more prejudice, like type shit, like to where you attach to yourself. I wouldn't use the word racist. I would use the word prejudice because yes, nigga, I'm with my peoples. Yes, I'm standing for my peoples. Same way speakers out here on the YouTube right now, bringing it together, standing for their people. Yes, it's the same difference. You sit there and it's us versus them. That's how it is. Straight up, you understand that? There's no really no whites. There's no really no Asians. It's just blacks and Mexicans. So jail, county jail will make you like that. Simple and plain. Yes. Straight up. Now, why are they doing it? Of course it's oppression. It's them doing that shit on purpose to making us war. Of course it's that to happen like that.
Hey, listen, homie. You can't say that the establishment or the man is making the Sureños like that. The Sureños jumped on that out of jealousy for blacks in their alliance to the Aryans. The system that make them like that. Does the system perpetuate this cycle of division between blacks and browns? Yes, the system does perpetuate it. And the system is biased in favor of the brown versus the black. But you can't say that the system created this, homie. You can't put all that on the system. The Sureños made the conscious decision to be anti-black and to align themselves with their Aryans. So you can't put that on the system, homie. And these county jails do certain correctional offers. Do they fuel it in support of their people? Yeah, they do. But you can't make it seem like it's the system that originate the anti-blackness and this hatred. You can't make it seem like the system instilled or installed this anti-blackness and hatred for blacks inside of the Sureño and the brown community. You can't do that, homie. You don't know what you're talking about. Do your research. Do some thorough investigation before you get on here and attempt to philosophize and justify, certain actions and certain behavior patterns and so on and so forth, homie. You cannot put that on a system, homie. At some point in time, you got to accept that the Sureños said, we don't want to be cool with the blacks. We rather be allies and align ourselves with the Aryans than the blacks. But y'all come from communities where there's black peoples present. But y'all hit the correctional institutions and you align yourself with the same racial groups who said no N-words, no derogatory slur, they use the derogatory slur towards the Hispanics, no N-words, no this, no whoopie whoops, and no dogs. That's what they had on their business establishment. But they went into the correctional institutions and aligned themselves with individuals who didn't like art. That's all I'm saying, Kim folks. Know what you're talking about before you start talking that shit that you say you know, but you really don't know.
That of course it's like that. But this is what it does to people, a young man that's going through it. So yes, he's telling you why we're going through it. I've been through it. I understand what's going on. So yes, I'm telling you, it's suppression. It's the way that they push us against each other. Of course.
About a suppression.
Making us feel that we two separate different races and all that type of stuff. Of course. Of course. This is what they doing. Because if you coming from a tribe of Indians and it's another tribe of Indians over here coming from these tribe of Indians, and these Indians are considered Israelites, and they built the pyramids, them all one people. I don't care what you call them, Mayans, Blackfoot, whatever you want to call them, they all Hebrew Israelites. So of course.
Fuck, they're not.
This they make you believe and make you want to get into. But man, this is him going through it. This is him going through the stages. This is not nobody like, 39 years old, 40 years old that went through the stages and understand why we like that. Why is it like that? It's like that because they push us against each other. The system itself is built on our backs. That's how they all get this private funding. That's how they get all this money going on. Bro, but he don't understand. He ain't at that point in his life yet. This him getting through it. At that 19, 20, 21, nigga, I'll be on some, nigga, what? I've been on, nigga, man, listen. I don't fuck with that. I don't fuck with this. Because I was in that mindset at that time. That was my mindset. Fuck that. Anything. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Let's keep it 1,000.
And you know what I'm saying? Just it always goes up over numbers, just like the black stripping on the phone or like black too strong and sureño stress. Like it's just it fits your head.
He said it goes up over numbers, black stripping on the phone, because when the numbers is in their favor, they feel like, oh yeah, man, it's 100 of us. We got 3 phones, you guys got 3 phones, but we want to give y'all 2, and we have 4 phones, and we stand on business. We stand on principle. Like, hell no. It's 3 and 3. It's equally divided amongst us. We got 3 phones, y'all got 3 phones. We got this shower, y'all got that shower. But as far as just trying to take more because y'all have more, no, we ain't politicking like that. Y'all got to figure out the phone times among y'all ranks, among y'all people, because we're not about to give one of our phones up to y'all. We're not about to let y'all bully and press us about our phone. It's not happening, cuz it ain't cracking like that. And that's when we stand on principles and stand on business and let them know it ain't cracking like that, cuz. Y'all can't just bully us because y'all feel like y'all deeper. Y'all can't bully us because y'all feel like y'all in a superior position. Fuck no. This motherfucker about to go up. We about to get cracking and ain't none of that. You can't intimidate us. You can't make us feel less than and all this because y'all got the numbers. We gonna stand on business. Blacks is the only ones that hasn't been segregated or PC'd up off these mainline prisons and these institutions by the Sureños. They crashed with the Norteños. Now they got different prisons. You can go to a prison where it's no Sureños, it's all Norteños, or you go to a certain yard with that prison, and that prison is all Sureños, no Norteños, and vice versa. They crashed with the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs got a whole prison to themselves. I believe it's Wasco. I think Wasco is all Bulldogs. But every prison you go to is blacks there. We ain't PC'd up. We standing on principles. We standing on business, and we standing like warriors. I don't know what the fuck this dude talking about. And he mentioned 2 black, 2 strong. When we in these dorms, homie, and this program closing at nighttime, or the inception, or it's the program opening in the morning, and we 2 black, 2 strong, 2 black, 2 strong. A lot of them feel threatened by that. That vibration of us just being on one accord and being unified for one purpose, to make it up out of this alive, to go to wherever we gonna go to next. 2 black, 2 strong. When we say that, a lot of them feel threatened by that, homie. He just mentioned that. Oh yeah, the blacks 2 black, 2 strong, and that's what we say for program closing and program opening in the county jail, homie. To be on one accord. We gonna minimize the cripping in blood, homie, and we on one accord because we got these dudes, homie. They got bone crushers because the Latino, the Chicano, the Mexicano staff, the deputies is bringing in, man, things that can end our lives, homie. So we really don't have the luxury or the leisure to be at odds with one another when they watching our every move, homie. They're strategic. They're strategic in their politicking, homie. Every night, right, when programs shut down, they got something called a rooster, right? Sometimes they have more than one, depending on what institution you're at, right? this rooster, they feed him coffee. If they got some meth, they gonna feed him meth. And this rooster sole purpose is to stay up all night and make sure that their people are covered and protected. To make sure that it's not too many blacks up at night. If 4 or 5 blacks get up in a program, it's supposed to be program shutdown, and it's not a late night. Late nights is when we stay up all night on the weekends, right? So Monday to Thursday, if too many blacks is moving and getting up, that rooster is going to go wake up certain representatives within that ranking system and say, hey, homie, it's 5 blacks up. They bought a hot pot, or 6 blacks just got up and they went to this bed. They're going to wake them up. So that's what we up against when we in a county jail, homie. They're constantly watching us. We're under close scrutiny. They want to identify who's the factors, who the hitters, who the weakless. So when they move, they're moving strategic, and they're moving to create maximum carnage, create maximum carnage, maximum damage. They're strategic, homie. So how could we be divided by this cripping and blood and all this, and we see what we up against? But some dudes still do.
And it makes you think that that's the op.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way that
suppression. Now he's telling you, I'm going through suppression.
Suppression? What the fuck is you talking about? Suppression means to keep down, to hold down. Oppression is when a certain authority suppresses a people. So when you say suppression, that means to keep down, keep down. I'm suppressing my anger. I'm suppressing my anger right now. I'm suppressing the urge to get on here and just be extremely disrespectful. I'm suppressing that urge. So I think what you're talking about is oppression and not suppression.
This is what they do in LA County Jail. Pushing us against each other. And y'all seeing it as different things. Stop doing this, people. Understand the message. See how
it seems like this motherfucking ass don't understand the message. What the fuck is you talking about? Bro, your narrative is convoluted as fuck. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? You confusing yourself about, yeah, he's saying that he's addressing the racism, you agreeing to it, and then telling people not to accept it, acknowledge it, or agree to it. What the fuck is you talking about? Hold on, cuz.
County Jail, pushing us against each other, and y'all seeing it as different things.
We seeing it for what it is.
Stop doing this, people. Understand the message. See how this man it's only 2 sheriffs in that little ass tower. When they come in the thing, they come in there like 7 thick. It's 150, 60 people in here, and we all bowing down to them. How is that even possible? Because they got us fighting against each other, so battling each other that we don't even understand this.
I hate to intervene on his political, philosophical, theorizing, hypothesis, and point of view and all that, but this nigga don't know what the fuck what the fuck is cuz talking about? At this point, bro, what the fuck is you talking about? Don't nobody have us at odds but them. If they wanted to come together and say, listen, homie, we have been racist and biased, towards you guys upwards of 30 or 40 years, but we want to come to the table with you all and make amends. We want to come to the table with you all and end the hostility. It can happen. The Florencias and the East Coast Crips, they ended their beef. If they want it to happen, it can happen. The sheriff's deputies isn't the individuals that have us at odds. Their racial politics, procedures, and protocols is what have us at odds. So, bro, what the fuck is you even talking about? You confusing your motherfucking self.
So he telling you what he's going through, man. He's telling you what he's going through. Listen to this man's story and stop trying to make it about, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to tell you how it is out here, Los Angeles.
Hey, man, y'all got to forgive me, man. I got to use this. This dumb motherfucker got himself so discombobulated and confused, trying to be philosophical, trying to be hypothetical and all this shit to where he was literally about to say, stop making it about race. But you just addressed the racism, and your dumb ass was just about to say, stop making it about race. What the fuck is you talking about? Hey, we off, cuz. This nigga's an idiot, cuz. If cuz take offense to it on PJ Crip, it is what it is, homie. And if you want to respond and you want to take it however you want to take it, homie, it ain't got nothing to do with my hood or your hood, cuz. This is Bobby A.A. Jones as a man giving you my unique and individual perspective on some bullshit that you're talking about, cuz, on Crip. That nigga was on some bullshit. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you how this dumbass nigga was on some bullshit. Let's go get the point of view of a Hispanic, homie. Let's get the point of view of a Hispanic.
Whether it's together or not together, that's totally up to you. But Lefty Gunplay was on on some type of podcast, man, and the question came up, and he answered that he would not like his daughters, you know, his children, to date black men, right, or to be with a black person. And you know, when you're on social media, you have to watch what you say, you know, because the mouth will speak it, what the heart believeth. That's a fact, right? And you know, to me, when I first seen it, I was kind of taken aback because I'm like, how's a guy that basically is within the black culture? Let's keep it real. Okay, Chicano rap used to be Chicano rap, but now it's kind of went over the fence, man, and it's now really urban influenced. Okay, N words are being said on gang, right? All these different things that traditionally on mamas, on the hood, right? On the dead homies, all these things that, man, I'm going to keep it real. Since the early 90s, I've only heard brothers say.
All right, I want to pause this real quick. I glimpsed and seen a comment from Yayo Fun. That's a dropout though, bro. I understand, Kim folks. I hear you. Yayo Fun. I'm not in disagreement with you, Kim folks. I'm not in disagreement with you. He's a dropout. Okay, I hear you, Yayo. He's a dropout, but at the end of the day, big bro or little bro or just bro, he's still a Hispanic. He's still a Mexican. And he can provide that Mexican point of view. I didn't see any other Latinos that did a reaction to it. I'm gonna look for it, and I come back and with the video that I'm gonna show where the anti-blackness come from the Sureños. In that same video, I put those together. But I understand he's a dropout. I'm not in disagreements with you, Kim folks, and I respect you. You know, just expressing that, you feel what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he's still a Chicano, he's still Mexicano. And that's evident by the 100-some thousand Mexicans that look past the point that he's a dropout and look at him as being a Chicano, Mexicano, Latino, and they subscribe and they follow, you feel what I'm saying? So he has a say-so and he has relevance in the Mexican community. That's why I referenced him, Kim folks, but everything that you said is spot on. All right.
Okay, and that's honest. When I was in the youth authority, when I was in YA, I was locked up down south in Nellis around a gang of Crips, some Bloods and a gang of Crips. We're talking about 8 trades and 60s neighborhoods, right? All the O's. We're talking about Skylines and neighborhood Pyroos and old Pyro, Pacoima, and just I did time with a lot of brothers, right? That I respect, that were handling their business. And that was shit that they said. You never heard an essay, a Mexican, say on the dead homies or on gang or on mamas. This is just something that they didn't say. And it wasn't a racial thing. Only blacks said it. It's just wasn't our culture. Wasn't the culture of the South nor the North, right? Facts. So when I started hearing these youngsters say it, that led me to believe that they were influenced by rap music, by hip hop, the hip hop culture, and by the gang culture. And it is what it is. Ain't nothing wrong with it. If you want to say damn words, that's on you. I don't condone it. I'll never say it. And it's not because I'm racist. I'll just never say it because I think it's a derogatory word, right? And I don't think anybody should call anyone out of the context of their name. You know, if you got an issue with someone, don't disrespect them by calling them a different name. Just go over there and beat his ass. That's how I feel, right? That's real gangster shit, real life. Drop out or active, it doesn't matter. If you got an issue with someone, you pull up and you confront them. You don't talk about it. Now, with Lefty saying this, some people are flabbergasted, and I understand. How are you going to sit there between the fucking diamond teeth in your mouth that the brothers started, man, their culture, right? And say that you would never like your children with a black person. Now, this is the way I rock, right? I have 4 daughters by 4 different women, which was like a Tupac song. I got around, right? Or they did, and I just happened to be there to catch them all the time. Now they catch my wallet with child support. But look,
This nigga's crazy, girl.
With my children, it's like this. I want them to live their best life. I want them to be happy. I want them to be successful, first and foremost. I want them to be educated. I want them to have way more than I ever have or I'm continuing to have. I want them to be content in their own skin and be self-aware and be happy with the choices they've made in life. If I could guide some of them choices, absolutely. That's my job as a father to do that. But ultimately, it's their decision to make. And if my child came home with a black man, or if my child came home with a white man, or if my child came home with a Mexican man, it's all the same to me.
All right, now we're gonna get up off that, right? Let's move to the conclusion. So RBG Boxing says bringing up dropout stuff is deflection. No, it ain't deflection. I mean, y'all can call him a dropout, this, that, and third, but he got over 100 Mexican supporters and subscribers. So he's a voice in the Mexican community to have that number of Mexicans supporting his channel. No matter if he's a dropout or if he's a NN or whatever the case may be, you feel what I'm saying? He's still a representative of the Latino community, as evidenced by his his large following and his large presence on social media platforms. You feel what I'm saying? So okay, he's a dropout, but he's still a Mexican man that a lot of Mexicans venerate, acknowledge, and support. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Y'all still be blessed, man. Too black, too strong. We should play upon a Bobby. Yay. Jones, man. We all we need, we all we got, man. I pray that a lot of brothers wise up, man. I understand the frustration that a lot of people outside of Los Angeles County, Los Angeles County and outside of California has towards the Crips and Bloods who are in Southern California and whatnot. But all of us ain't like that, Kim, folks. So I can't blame you for prejudging, but what I will say is just hear my narrative, man, and some of the information and the content that I create, and then make your assessment. Make your come to your final analysis, off of content from individuals like myself. So y'all stay up, be blessed, man. God bless y'all, man. I wish nothing but prosperity, productivity, peace, and blessings for you and yours, man. Happy belated Father Day to all the real fathers, man.